Are you interested in knowing what's inside the Antar box? I'm going to unbox this today here with Unboxing with a Rocket Scientist.
There are many unboxing videos for model rockets, but wouldn't you like a real rocket scientist's opinion of the materials and parts in the kit? Today you'll actually find out the inside information so that you know what to look for when you get a rocket kit.
Hi, I'm Tim Van Milligan, and yes, I am a real rocket scientist. Today we are going to be unboxing the Antar kit from Estes, and we're going to look at it from an engineering perspective. So the nice thing about this kit is it comes in a box, which is protects everything a lot better than a plastic bag would. So when you pick this up here at Apogee Components, that's the way you'll see it. I'm going to take out all the parts here. Make sure there's nothing left in the box. So the first thing we notice is a body tube, and this is a nice body tube. It's brown instead of white, but that's okay. The color, you're going to paint it anyway, so you're not going to see the color. This is the way that rocket tubes used to come a long time ago. They used to be brown. We've gone to white tubes because it's easier to draw lines on them and to actually see the lines. It's nice and strong. This is BT60 size, so it's 1.637 inches in diameter. It contains a plastic nose cone, and this is a durable high-impact polystyrene nose cone, so that means it can take paint really well. Some plastics like polyethylene or polypropylene, paint doesn't stick to them, but this high-impact polystyrene, paint sticks to it really well, so you won't have any problems there. So then we have a bag of parts here, so let's open this up and see what's inside here. As you notice over here on the side, I've actually gone ahead and built one already. So yeah, I like the kit enough myself that I wanted to build it. So that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. But when you're first starting out, this is what you're going to find. Okay, so the big thing to notice in here is we have balsa fin sheets. Nice quality balsa wood. It's 1/8 inch thick. The cool thing about this is Estes gives you a couple of tools, or it's a templates to make a tool so that you get your wings on nice and straight. I always love it when manufacturers provide tools to build your rockets better. When they come out straighter, they fly nicer, and there's less chance you're going to have a crash. You're going to get your rocket back and you're going to fly it again. So that's always great. The Estes instructions look like this. It's 8 pages, lots of illustrations. Estes does a pretty good job on the instructions. I didn't find anything wrong with them. The quality of instructions is top-notch. Can't go wrong there. Then we have some these are actually laser cut centering rings, and these little pieces here are decorative pieces that go on the back of the rocket right here. They get glued into this centering ring, and it just gives you extra little detail that makes the rocket look cool. Then we have water slide decals. That looks like that. These are your traditional decals. There's a lot of little tiny ones. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's all these little dots here. Each of those dots is put on one at a time. Like they're random places on the nose cone like you see here. That's a challenge. It took me, had to have some really fine point tweezers to be able to handle that. This little sheet of paper here protects the surface of the decals. And then in here, we have all the other little bits, and see what's got in here. We have your engine mount, which is an 18mm tube, and this little ring goes on the outside, and that holds down the engine hook. It has a metal engine hook, so you can swap out engines pretty quick. You'll also find a rubber bungee shot cord. This is kind of traditional for an Estes kit. You get a launch lug that's 2 inches long, but you do have to cut it in half. I'm not sure why they didn't give you just 2 1-inch pieces instead of 1 2-inch piece. That would have saved you a little bit of work. And then cutting tubes, these little tiny tubes, is actually kind of tricky because getting them nice and straight takes a little effort. In here we got some clay. This is clay nose weight. It goes into the nose of the rocket. Because of these big fins or these big wings here, it moves the center of pressure forward, so we need to add weight to the nose to move the center of gravity in front of that center of pressure so that the rocket flies stable. So make sure you put all the nose weight into the rocket as you build it. Then we got another little bag, and this is a plastic parachute. And then there's this center here. This is an engine block that goes here. And now the parachute, this one has already been assembled. Actually, they are pre-assembled. So there's no assembly required on these parachutes. And this is what it will look like once you put it on your rocket like that. So this is the Estes Antar rocket. I think you're going to like it. It's a really easy to build, and it flies on B's, C's, and D size rocket engines. You'll find it here at Apogee Components. Our web address is www.apogeerockets.com. Thanks for watching this video on unboxing with a real rocket scientist.